Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616. Not too long ago, it was revealed in the Marvel Legacy one-shot that Wolverine will be making his return to Marvel Comics, about 3 years after his death in 2014's The Death of Wolverine. The reaction to this is fairly mixed. On the one hand, Wolverine's an awesome character and it's good to see him back, but on the other, there are currently 3 Wolverines running around Marvel Comics: Old Man Logan, Lara, and Ultimate Wolverine, so it's not exactly like there's a hole he's filling with his return. Additionally, his return also contributes to a big problem that's present throughout all of comics, which is the fact that death has no consequence whatsoever. For example, Black Widow was just killed by evil Captain America in Secret Empire, but Marvel is already teasing her return in December, barely 4 months after her supposed death. At least Logan had a couple of years. But the fact is, we're so deep in comics lore by now that it's impossible for Marvel to truly escape this fact. So the best option is to work with it and try to do something unique with it. However, Marvel's movies have an opportunity to remedy this problem and make deaths matter. As far as the MCU goes, we've only had 2 major deaths: Phil Coulson and Quicksilver. Of course, Coulson returned, but Quicksilver has not, and maybe he shouldn't. But this brings up a similar question regarding Wolverine's place in the movies. As we all know, after a phenomenal 17-year run as the character, Hugh Jackman wrapped up his time as Wolverine with the absolutely fantastic Logan earlier this year. In it, we see Logan go on a race to get Lara past the border into Canada, where she and her allies can be free from the people pursuing them. At the end, Wolverine successfully does this, but dies in the process. The reason Logan was so good was that it did something that superhero movies and comics really never do. It ended. Wolverine died, for real. Hugh Jackman has left the role, it's over, and it was great. It was extremely satisfying to see Logan go out in such a respectful way, and very much fit with his character. But a little over 7 months later, and there's already rumblings from Fox about recasting Wolverine. But should they? It's not like bringing Wolverine back would tarnish Logan completely, but it could potentially cheapen its legacy, and it would kind of miss its message. I'll link to a more in-depth video about it below, but Logan is really more of a cautionary tale about superhero movies. It's a warning, saying that if superhero movies don't end by choice, they will end anyway, but will do so in a disappointing way. I still think the MCU has a good many years in it, but if they keep going and going, eventually they'll run into questions like recastings, and they'll run out of good villains and start to have to rehash stories, etc., etc. If the MCU doesn't definitively end, it's destined to fizzle out. But as for the question, should Wolverine be recast? With the lesson that is at the core of Logan, should they really find another actor and keep making Wolverine movies? Both James Mangold, the director, and Hugh Jackman expect them to. They've both said that they probably will, and that they don't really mind. They just care that they've made a good send-off to their version of Wolverine. But personally, I don't know that they should recast him. At the very least, not so soon afterwards. Logan was a brilliant movie, and a great send-off to the character, but it would be stripped of a lot of its weight if Wolverine was just recast, and this was just an alternate version of Wolverine and was not the one from the main timeline. Now, I'd still see these new Wolverine movies, I won't deny that, but I do honestly think that they should leave the character be for now. As of right now, Fox has a new cash cow with Deadpool, and while the X-Men movies have been really losing steam lately, they've got a couple of actually interesting sounding movies like New Mutants and Gambit. So I think Fox would be wise to move away from Wolverine and towards the future. But what do you guys think? Do you think they should recast Wolverine? If so, who would you like to see play him? Let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.
Oh, we get what we deserve. and we're down.